wanna see this. Yeah. Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. Finesse a nigga with some counterfeits.
We are headed back to Ohio from South Carolina right now. Man, this sucks. I don't want to go back to lame ass Ohio, but we got to. I got some wheels to get and some other stuff, so I'll see you guys in Ohio. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the German Muscle channel. So me and my best friend just got back from vacation. We went to South Carolina again. We're actually moving down there in a couple of months, so I gotta get my car fixed. So if you guys can see the wheel, it's got what is it, positive camber on the back of it and negative camber on the front. Positive is where it sticks out, negative is where it goes in. And if you guys can see that, it's got really bad positive camber or negative camber on the front part of the tire. So what I need to do is jack up the car, get the wheel off, and go from this side, which is the front side of the car, and loosen up the bolt. It's called a camber bolt. So the front side of it, you need to loosen that up and get the camber back. I did end up breaking my tripod when we was in South Carolina. So this part right here keeps on sticking out, and I gotta order a new one. What happened was my best friend ended up getting a Mustang, and we drove down there in a Mustang, and then some guy drove by and said that he'd like to trade for a Cadillac. So he has a Cadillac now, which is pretty badass. It's even better than the Mustang, and it's got the North Star V8 in it. So he hit the gas. I had my hand out the window, and the whole tripod just fell out the window. And luckily, the only thing that broke was one leg. So I just gotta fix it somehow. But anyways, I'm gonna try to set the camera up that way that it doesn't fall on one side, and see if I can get this wheel to be straight. I do plan on getting new wheels for the car, so I'm not gonna say what kind they are or anything like that, but just be expecting a video. So make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, so that way you guys never miss a video. And other than that, let's get started. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do is go ahead and loosen up the lug nuts, get your car on the jack, and start jacking it up. But in this case, seems how I have a 5-speed, my e-brake doesn't work that good, so I have to put something in front of the front tire so it doesn't move. So I'm just going to put a hammer in there. You guys like my black hammer? I painted this a long time ago, and you guys also like that right there. I did a video about that, but I didn't like how it turned out, so I deleted it. But anyways, I have AR-15 shells as my valve stem. Only one because the other shell broke. But anyway, let's get started. Alright guys, so that is the bolt that I need to move. And it's pretty cool because I don't have to look underneath there now. I can just look at the camera. Alright, just so you know, this is not a how to do an alignment video. It's just me trying to straighten out my wheel as much as possible because it has a lot of negative and positive camber on it. And I'm just trying to get it as straight as I can because I do plan on getting new wheels and tires for the car in a couple of weeks. I don't want to ruin those tires because the camber is still off on the car. So that's why I'm fixing it. And I do plan on moving out of state. So the wheels and tires that I have on the car now are 17s. And the ones that I'm getting are 16s. So if I do have a blowout, I can just throw 17s back on it and just go all the way down there. So I figured I'd let you guys know that this is not an alignment video. It's just me trying to straighten out my wheel, so you guys don't get confused and try to do this and try to fix your alignment and end up messing up your car. So don't try this unless your camber is messed up. So that's the only reason why I'm doing this. I don't even really recommend anybody doing this. But if you guys want to, go ahead, do it at your own risk. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, I finished working on the car. When I get back, I'm gonna take this big old monster to the park real quick. Alright guys, it's been a few hours since I recorded that last clip. But as you guys can tell, the wheel still needs to be straightened out. I moved it a little bit to see if the suspension would settle. Like I said earlier, I do have new wheels that I plan on putting on the car, and I don't want to put them on the car and run into this problem right here. You guys can see that with the wire sticking out. Yeah, I don't want the new tires to mess up like that, so I want to go ahead and try to get this wheel as straight as I can. Alright guys, so I'm getting ready to put the jack down, and I hear this crunching noise. So I take the jack out and I get underneath here to see what the noise was about. Look what I just found. You guys can see all that? That is rust. All of that. And the bad part is, that right there is all rusted out. I have no idea what the hell that's for. But there's a rust hole right there. And the bottom of that is the carpet. So if you guys have an E46 BMW, make sure that you check underneath the car, because like I said, this right here, dang, there's two of them. So this right here is the rust hole, and that's the carpet. So it sucks. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this wheel as straight as I can. So what you're originally supposed to do is put a socket and ratchet on this side and a socket and ratchet on this side, so that way you can loosen one and hold the other one stationary so it doesn't move. But I don't have another 19mm socket, so it's gonna be kind of hard to do. But as you guys can see, when I loosen up this side and tighten this side down, the rotor moves up and down. So we're getting somewhere, but it's just gonna take forever. I'm gonna stop it right there because I want to check to see if the wheel is a little bit straighter. So like I said, if you guys are doing this job, you want to make sure that you have two ratchets with two 19mm sockets. And what you're supposed to do is put this socket on this bolt and hold that still, and then you come over here to this side and you loosen the bolt up, and it's supposed to drag the bolt through the bushing onto this side, and blah 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 blah. Make sure wheel's straight. So like I said earlier, I don't advise anybody doing this. Yeah, so I'm just doing this because I want to make my wheel straight, so that way I don't go through as many tires. As you guys can tell, this tire is pretty messed up. Alright guys, so now that I got the tire back on and got all the lug nuts tightened down, I just want to let you guys know, if you guys are going underneath the car for whatever reason and you're on a jack stand or a jack, give the car a good shake. Shake the out of it, because if it doesn't move while you're shaking it, then you should be good. So just make sure that you always shake the car before you get underneath of it, so it doesn't fall on you. You just want to always make sure that you have jack stands on all four corners if you guys are going underneath the car, an extra jack nearby, so in case the car does fall, it falls on the jack and you have enough room to get out. Just be safe, guys. So I'm going to be going underneath the car and tightening up that bolt right there by the rear differential. Alright, just to give you guys a little idea, right there is the bolt, and that's the bolt that needs to be tightened down. And I do plan on replacing all of the bushings and all the hardware that goes to everything back here, because it is just way too rusty. So yeah, right here's the lower control arm that I replaced, same as that side. But if you guys are replacing the lower control arm on one side, make sure you do it on the other side, because odds are that side's going to go bad because this side's new. That's just how stuff works. So make sure that you do both. So I just noticed I have something leaking. You guys have seen that? Ugh. Okay. So my exhaust just needs to be welded up right there. I have an exhaust leak. Not too bad. At least it's an exhaust leak and not something major. So this car is actually pretty clean underneath for being as old as it is. I do want to cover this with some rubber coating just so it doesn't rust. I also want to take every piece of metal off the bottom of this car and clean it up and paint it so I can kill the rust where it sits. Alright, guys. Alright, guys, so got the car down and it's still in a little bit, but it's actually like almost straight. So I still need to do a lot of work on it, but wasn't doing it right. So what you need to do is, like I said, you put a 19mm socket on this side, 19mm socket on that side. You loosen up the bolt on this side, and you tighten this side down, and it should bring the rotor assembly up and out, or whatever. I don't know, but it started coming up when I was wrenching on it. So like I said earlier, this is not how to do an alignment. This is how to straighten out your wheel if your wheel is pretty bad. So I will put a before and after pic up, just so you guys can tell how bad it was. Alright, guys, so that is pretty much all I have for this video. My wheel did get a little bit straighter than it was, but it's still not exactly how I want it. I'm going to have to find another 19mm socket and go out there and fix everything the way that I want. Because like I said, I got some wheels that I plan on putting on the car in the next couple of weeks, and I don't want to ruin those tires because of the camber being messed up. So yeah, so make sure that you tighten down your lug nuts when you guys get done doing the job. And don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Lick a boss like to get on my channel. Give your life to be a solidified. This motherfucking shit is like Rambo when he's out of bullets. So what good is a fucking machine gun when it's out of ammo?